Good afternoon and welcome to International Dyno Authority. As we go through the year this year, we have a lot of variety of vehicles that are coming in and joining us, and we've had a number of different Mustangs this year. This is a 93, and Bart has brought us this machine today. When it came in, there was a tune on it that had some mechanical difficulties based on some of the stuff. Nothing to do with the people that tuned it, just they had to fix a couple leaks, etc., etc. So he has that all finished up today. Now we're actually running through the tuning process. Now, on these generation of Mustang, before the year 2000, there is a different way of actually doing them. The guys that are always asking about the modifications, this has pretty much every modification that you can do other than a block. So we have a good size set of headers on this. Obviously you can see the Kenny Bell Pro Charger, intake and cylinder heads, real intake, so not cold air piping that goes to the intake, but a full intake on this. Cylinder heads, this is really a well done machine. We've started with the tuning process. We did a bit of a baseline. We weren't so sure because it was really lean at the beginning to do anything more with it. But as you look at this car, definitely if you're a Mustang fan, you're going to enjoy looking at this car. And it's clean, it's black, it's definitely 1993 from through and through. The inside is clean, the outside is clean, and what I wanted to kind of do today was go over some of the technical aspects of how we do this process, and then we'll show you some of the pulls that we're doing. So in the tailpipe, we're always going to have an air-fuel ratio sensor. For those guys that are coming to the shop pretty much steady or calling and asking, well, have you ever done this car? Have you ever done this car? All tuning is done based on air-fuel ratio and making sure that the fuel curve is correct all the way through the range. So whether it's a Mustang or a Corvette or a Cadillac or a Mercedes-Benz or it really doesn't make any difference. It's a Lamborghini. We're still going to read air-fuel ratio, and we're going to build a fuel curve based on the air-fuel ratio. Now, when you go inside the computer, things are going to look different from a Mustang to a Cadillac to a Lamborghini, but they're all still going to spew a certain amount of air and a certain amount of fuel. On a machine like this, we're looking at somewhere in the 11s under full throttle air-fuel ratio. Again, a sharp-looking car, and it's not, he didn't bling it out and do a bunch of crazy stuff with it. Just kept it nice and clean. If you're a fan of this generation of Mustang, well, you should have a look at this car. Bart's done a nice job, and he said he had children. He had to kind of put things off for a little bit. I want to kind of show you the different way that we have to tune one of these. So for years, people would say, oh, do you have that chipped? Well, chip does nothing if you don't give it instructions. So inside here, we look down here, there's the computer, the actual computer itself, and you have to give that computer instructions in order for it to know what the air-fuel ratio should be. So we're going to come around here, and we're actually going to take a look at what's happening right now. So you have to go to a computer program, and from the computer program, you need a programmer and a chip. It's not a burner, but it passes on the information to the chip. And then we plug the chip back into the car, and then we make another pass. So when we're making another pass, we can check and see the air-fuel ratio, and we can see the torque and horsepower curve as we're going through. If we have the air-fuel ratio much closer, we're going to make better torque and horsepower all the way through. Machine now is running and idling and rolling along really good. It's a lot of these, when they come in, they do a little bit of that kind of rolling back and forth jerking stuff, and we get rid of that. So stay tuned, and we're going to do some more passes here very shortly. Hope you're having a great afternoon, and welcome back to International Dyno Authority. Stay tuned for our special film release on the Yanko truck tomorrow. Tonight we're doing final editing on that, and the numbers are pretty impressive, and we're looking forward to releasing a lot more films and doing a complete YouTube film series. Talk to you later. Bye.